guys, and welcome to today's video. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my absolute favorite bronzers from the drugstore. If you're new here, welcome. I talk about all things drugstore from makeup to skincare, and I have a series on my channel where I talk through my favorite drugstore products per category. And I have a whole playlist from back in 2017 with all of my favorite drugstore products, but obviously there's been some new releases and I have some new favorites. So today I'm updating my bronzers video, but stay tuned for an update of all the different videos, and I will link the concealer one that I've already done below. So with that, let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so let's get the super obvious one out of the way first, and that is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This, I believe, is the only bronzer that made it from my 2017 favorites to now my 2020 favorites. And you guys know why. I mean, this one's almost gone. This stuff is incredible. It deserves all the hype that it gets. It really melts into your skin. It has a soft, creamy texture. It does smell like the beach. It smells like coconut. So if you're sensitive to smells or you don't like fragrance in your makeup, I would say that's the only reason to not give this a try. It also has fatty acids and provitamins in it, so you're getting a little bit of skincare in here as well. I don't know how much it actually does, but I always like to have skincare in my makeup when possible. This is hypoallergenic and non-comedogenic, and I have super sensitive skin, and this has never bothered my skin, even though it does have a fragrance. And I'm really happy that they've now come out with more shades. Back in 2017, I believe the only shade was called bronzer, and now they have 6 shades in the range, which is a huge improvement from 1. So I highly recommend this one. And also, just to kind of throw it out there, I've also really been loving this. I know it's limited edition, so hopefully it's still available, but it comes with a bronzer, blush, and highlighter. And this is the perfect trio to travel with if we're ever able to travel again. But also if you're just a minimalist and like to have a really compact makeup space that you're working in, all 3 of these products are absolutely amazing. So just a quick side note there. The second bronzer that I absolutely love is this one by Maybelline. It's the Maybelline City Bronzer. This is a super micro milled powder, and it just blends so seamlessly. It's formulated with whipped cocoa butter, but it doesn't have a very strong fragrance like the Physicians Formula one does. I don't notice it when I open the packaging. It definitely doesn't bother me. If you are sensitive to smells, don't worry about this one. It comes in 3 shades, light, medium, and dark, and it's $9.99. I have the shade 200, and I really like it. It's not too warm. It's not too cool. It's the perfect bronzer shade in my opinion. And I would say this is probably the one I've been reaching for the second most out of all of the ones I'm going to mention. All right, so this next one that I want to talk about is the Silky Matte Bronzing Powder by Milani. This one is $9.99 and it comes in 3 shades. This is a very long wearing formula, at least in my experience. The wear time is really, really good. So if you're looking for a really long wearing bronzer, I'd say this is a good one. This shade is a lot more cool toned. If you compare it to the Maybelline one, and the Maybelline one isn't especially warm, but you can see that it's a lot cooler than the Maybelline one. So for people with fairer skin where warm bronzers show up really orange on your skin, a shade like this would be a really good one to try. And I like to have bronzers like this in my collection because sometimes I just want to pack one thing if I'm going somewhere. And I want to be able to both contour and bronze with it and have it be kind of a multitasking product, and this is perfect for that. All right, the next bronzer that I am in love with is this one by L'Oreal. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It, and I have mine in the shade 2, which is the shade medium. When I did my 2017 favorites, I had a bronzer very similar to this in my favorites, but it was limited edition and I think it wasn't available anymore. So the fact that they came out with this and it's permanent makes me so happy because this is pretty much the exact same thing. This comes in 3 different shades, light, medium, and deep, and it has just a bit of a sheen to it. It's not a shimmer, it's not a glitter. You're not gonna look like you actually have shimmer on your face. It's not gonna be like a highlighter. It's very much a lit from within kind of glow, similar to like what the Hourglass ambient lighting would give you. So it's just barely there and perfect for summer. The other thing that I absolutely love about this is the size of the pan. Again, I'll show you this Maybelline one for reference. It has a much, much larger pan. So if you're somebody that likes to bronze up your neck and your chest as well, this is really good for a large powder brush where you can do body and face bronzing. Again, just melts into the skin, really warms up the skin in a beautifully natural way, and I think it's just a must-have for this summer. Okay, this last one, that's a lie. I'm gonna do like an honorable mention. So there's gonna be 6, but this last one that's technically in the top 5 is probably the one that I've been using the most, and it was actually in my April favorites, and it is the e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer. This is the most affordable bronzer of all of the ones that I've mentioned at only $6, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. This is the shade Sunkissed. I know this is sold out on their website. couple of the shades are sold out on Ulta.com, but I believe you can still get this shade on Ulta.com, and then I saw them on Target as well. So definitely check out those sites if you look at e.l.f.'s website and they're sold out. The thing about this bronzer that I love so much, and I don't know if this is because it's infused with primer, but for some reason it just goes on the smoothest out of all of these. Even if I have no foundation on, I can get away with wearing this. It doesn't get splotchy, it doesn't get streaky, it just melts into the skin. It's almost as if you already have something laid down, and like I said, that could be the fact that there is a primer infused in here. So it's a kind of 2-in-1 product. This only comes in 3 shades, like I said. It is selling out everywhere, so if you can get your hands on it, definitely do. It's only $6 and it is absolutely incredible. Like I said, I have a little honorable mention. Those are my top 5 favorite bronzers, but it wouldn't be a bronzing video if I didn't mention this one, and it's a little bit of a different formula, which is why I'm not counting it in the top 5, but it is the Flower Beauty Heat Wave Bronzing Essence. I've talked about this a million times on my channel already, but I think it's so underhyped. I don't hear anyone talking about it. I'm not going to talk too much about it because like I said, I've talked about it a bunch of times, but if this is your first video that you're seeing, the gist of this is basically that it's a liquid bronzer. It comes with a little dropper applicator, so you can either drop this into your foundation to kind of bronze it up a little bit more. You can drop it into your moisturizer to have a little bit of a glow without any makeup on. Or the way that I've mostly been using it, you can just apply it to your cheekbones or wherever you typically bronze and blend it out with a brush, and it just blends out beautifully. It's so natural looking, but it's also super buildable. The downside to this is I believe this is the only shade, but hopefully they'll come out with more if this does take off like I think that it should. But I absolutely love this stuff, and I think, again, perfect for summer. But that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know in the comments below what top 5 you want to see next, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.